Okay, team. I've been trying to commit to 2 days a week of strenuous activity. And when I say strenuous, I use that term lightly. Not trying to hit even 80% intensity. So trying to stay away from 100% intensity. I'm not trying to go all out with physical exertion. And I'm definitely trying to avoid engaging my calves because I'm not trying to have it pull up on my Achilles, right? So today's focus, I'm going to move through a warm-up, a little movement prep. I have a timer set for 30 minutes. If I do all 30, great, but that's my limit. I'm not going to exceed 30 minutes. Also, I have a call to jump on, so I have a time constraint. The focus today is going to piggyback off of something I tell students all the time. As we grow older, our age is going to be defined by our ability to get on and off the floor. So that's what my focus for today's session is going to be about. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and go into a movement prep. I like to shake it up. A lot of times, I will have timers set and do movements for 30 to 60 seconds. I mean, I'm watching a timer, but I'm going off of feel today, right? And when I go off of feel, sometimes I count, sometimes I don't. When I do count, I'll do anywhere from 3 to 9 repetitions of a movement, okay? I like to do 9 a lot of times if I have more time. That's a TED Talk in itself. Still continuing to shake. It's good for the nervous system to loosen up. Might help you identify some cricks and some niggles. I've been riding the couch, keeping my leg elevated. So it just feels good to get the circulation alone. I can't do much here. Do some neck movements. Tuck it in, jet it out. Side to side. And I'm not being aggressive. I'm just exploring the range of motion that I have. I don't want to create too much tension. I might identify some areas that have a little more tension than I would like. And that's just data, right? That's good information. That also might provide me some insight into where I might need to spend a little more attention and give a little more intention and focus for the session for the day. Sometimes this movement prep, something you identify might reroute the whole session for the day. And that's cool. I'm gonna do some resistant tilts. As I'm tilting my head, I'm lightly pushing with my hand. I like to move my hand around so I can get different angles of resistance. And again, I'm like at 10, 20% intensity right here, nothing crazy. When I was doing the other side, I could feel tension in the opposite shoulder blade. So when I was doing this way, I could feel tension right behind my shoulder blade right here. So that's something for me to be mindful of. I started doing push-ups this week. Maybe I did a few last week, so that could explain that. Do a couple circles. Nothing crazy. I'm not trying to move too fast. Identifying and easing in and out of the tension. Easing meaning taking it easy. We've already done 4 minutes, but we just did shakes in the neck, right? Now, almost lost my balance. I'm gonna show my thoracic spine some love. So, rounding out my back, collapsing in my chest, I'm reaching with my hands. And then I go the opposite way, bringing my shoulder blades together, elbows together, getting my chest out there. Allowing my hips to do whatever they need to. I mean, I am on my knees. Every once in a while I go through these movements, I might give some extra movements for my pelvis. Not really sweating what it does, just kind of letting my body move. Again, I don't want my parameters to be so tight that this movement prep becomes overly difficult. All right, you're gonna give some more love to my T-spine. One way to go about this is to put your arms out and try to keep your pelvis and head in alignment while you shift your upper spine one way. It's okay if your body goes a little wonky. So like thoracic glides. Okay? Whew. I don't have that much range of motion. Especially being on my knees, I'm not able to get a lot of leverage from my knees. That's okay. Now I'm going to combine that, okay? Hands forward, collapsing my chest, rounding my upper spine, shifting my thoracic, gliding to my left, bringing my elbows and shoulder blades together, chest out, gliding to my right, collapsing, gliding to the left, bringing it out, gliding to my right. I'm going to do one more. Woo. And now I'm going to change direction. I like these a lot. We're going to get some rotation here. People call these archer draws or bow draws. Bow draws, like I'm drawing back my arrow. Getting that rotation, bringing it back, not being aggressive. If you can't look all the way behind you, that's fine. Stop where you need to. DJ changing the track. I don't want to feel like I'm at a rave right now. All right, some thoracic love. Staying on the spine. Just gonna do some kneeling spinal waves here. Going into flexion. Slowly coming up. Going into extension. You can look up if you want. I don't think I will today. As you go through the movement, you can try to see if you can move one spine at a time, one vertebrae at a time. So I'm moving my spine as I press away from the ground. Moving my arms as needed to accommodate the space that I need. I'm going to get one more. While I'm right here, I'm going to rotate my hands in with my forehead on the mat. Bringing my chin in. Sometimes I feel I got a couple pops right there just now. I'm going to do a few spinal circles. collapsing my belly, shifting to the left, bringing my belly button in, pushing away, bringing my side to the right, collapsing, shifting to the left, belly button in, rounding my back, sliding to the right, collapsing, changing direction. My belly button's collapsed to the mat, shifting to the right, belly button into the spine, shifting to the left, collapsing to the mat, shifting to the right, belly button into the spine, shifting to the left, collapsing to the mat. I'm going to do one more. You don't need a foam roller. You can use pillows. You don't even need to get elevated. I like to get elevated. You can even skip this if you want. I like this. It kind of loosens up my lower back and my hips. And I'm just making some circles, pointing through this toe, not my injured one. Taking my time, right? Not maxing out the range of motion. I'm staying within a level of comfort. That's often going to be a theme for my sessions. I'm going to change directions right here. Ooh, my hips popped. That's nice. Bring my feet together, do a couple scissor kicks. Taking my time. If you need to take a break, take a break. We're just in the movement prep. My cast is kind of heavy. This leg is feeling that weight. So that's good for me. I'm going to do a couple little butterflies. I don't know what these are really called. That's what I'm calling them. I'm going to do them one way. I'll do two more and then change directions. Feels nice on my groin today. I'm going to change directions here. Bam. Opening up my hips as my knees bend. Bring my heels in. Feet together. Opening my hips as the knees bend. Heels in. Easy money. And now we're going to get into the bulk of the session. I'm going to protract my shoulders right here, retract. I'm doing this a couple times because I might be using my shoulders to get on and off the ground. So, I'm going to take a little moment to reflect. I'm feeling okay. I feel pretty good this morning. With one wheel down, it's really difficult to do locomotive patterns, especially a bear. You need 4 points of contact, especially a crab. So we'll be doing some modified variations of getting in and out of that. I have my crutches here to the side. I'm going to implement those in helping me get off the ground. I might use this box a little bit. I don't have a structured plan in mind. I'm really just seeing what I can do, what it feels like, right? So, first thing I'm going to try is get on my hands and knees. Get my foot in a good position. You're going to come by this box. Press myself onto the box. I'm up. I'm down. coming down, addressing the ground, is going to be probably one of the most critical factors of today's practice. Is how do you address the ground? Learning to address the ground is what's going to help us fall. Like if we fall, how are we going to catch ourselves? So I'm back up. I'm even going to use the wall. I'm coming back down, sliding my hand across the mat. I'm down. This is good. While I'm down here, using my lower torso, kind of going from side to side, just getting some movement in. All right. Planting my good foot, bringing the bad one underneath me, swinging it. I'm gonna run that back. I like to cue. I will tap the inside of my knee as I'm coming up, kind of like the under switch. For those of you familiar with the under switch, tap my inside of my knee to get it to swing out. Tapping inside, swinging out. Boom. I'm gonna just keep rolling through. Woo. Switching. Going back. Now we're going over, so I need this knee to swing inside. Swinging inside. Woo. If that's too much, don't push it. Take your time. If it's very challenging, then that's a friction point that you've just identified, and you don't have to fix it or shore it up today. You have a whole lifetime of addressing it. I'll bust out my crutches here. I'm basically going to try some shrimp squat work right here. I'm going to try not to use the crutches, but they're here if I need them. I probably will. I'm going to use my foot to get me up, but while I'm in this position, my weight is on this knee. Shifting my weight from my knee to my front foot. Shifting all my weight forward, and I'm going to press off my knee to shift my weight here, and I'm up. All right? Coming back down. Let's go. Coming up. And down. Woo. See if I can go without the crutch. Let's go. Coming down for some rest. If you're going through it, not only is your leg out of commission, it might be fixed in a particular position. It might be in a soft splint. It may be in a cast or a walking boot. If it's in the cast or the walking boot, you have that additional weight. Might throw your balance off a little bit. If you're going through the Achilles recovery, hey man, this good leg might get strong, right? You might develop some good balance in that good leg. Roll with it. I've been feeling good in that shrimp action, so I'm going to do one more rep and then get back to the rolling and crawling stuff. Today I'm going to go right here. I'm going to go unassisted. Let's see. Up, down, up. Very nice. Down. I'll do one more because I'm feeling froggy. starting to get short of breath. It took a fair amount of effort. I'm starting to get a lot more comfortable. Probably all the practice reps I'm getting throughout my day-to-day for the last couple of weeks. If you need to use those crutches to practice that, use the crutches. Respiration's elevated, right? So I'm trying to come down a notch. If you're sweating by now, that's cool too. I just had my sutures removed yesterday. I have a couple of these sessions under my belt with the sutures in, and the sweat didn't bother anything. Feel assured. I got 10 minutes left on the timer, so I'm going to move around for maybe another 2 or 3 minutes. I need my good leg for the rest of the day, so I'm gonna put that shrimp squat to rest for the rest of the session. Play around with that under switch, crab, whatever we're gonna call it. Plant my foot. This time, let's see what happens. I'm going to tuck my knee here. All right. I'm going to bring my right knee, my damaged knee, my supported knee. I'm going to bring that to the mat and come around. Whoop. Bringing my hand over. Now switching sides. Okay, now I'm going to change direction. Compromised foot towards the mat. Hand over, following. Pretty cool, pretty cool. I think I'm just gonna address the floor and kind of roll a little bit. I'm not after any like big stretches or anything. I'm just moving on the floor. Oh, that's a good one. So as I address the floor, I'm going to take this hand and follow the addressing hand. My hips are going to turn, following, allowing my body to trace, circling up. And as I change directions, my hips are following. If you need to, you can use this hand to push off. So I'll reverse it, pushing off. Now, try it slowly. You'll find the sticking points there. I'm going to try to not use my hands to come up. I kicked my leg out. That gave me a little momentum. Money. All right, I got about 7 minutes left. I'm gonna stick to the time. I'm feeling good, but we're not trying to get carried away. Tomorrow I want to have enough juice to do some more push-ups, work my upper body a little bit. Well, this was a nice way to engage my entire body without smoking myself. Going through this process, it's exhausting to do everything right now. So this felt good. I feel like this is going to help boost up my endurance. I'm going to stretch out my shoulder, posterior shoulder stretch, reaching my arm out, folding over it, rolling over it. I'm not exactly at a 90 degree. I'm a little I might have a little 30 degree increase. Bam! I'm stretching right here. My elbow is giving me the leverage, so as I roll over this way, I'm getting a stretch. Avoiding feeling a pinch in my chest. If you feel that pinch, hike your arm up higher. I'm not after a deep stretch, I'm just getting a little bit of a stretch. So I'm probably not going to do no pulses, no crazy holds, nothing intense, 10% intensity. I'm not even tracking the time. More or less when I feel the intensity is higher than what I'm after, I'm getting out of the stretch. This is where I'm feeling it. Sometimes I can get it in my shoulder blade. This is where I'm at today. I'm going to work on my hips just a little bit. Good foot forward. I like to put my front foot out farther than my knee to create space right here. It's not about how far I can lean this way to stretch my groin. I'm really trying to open up my hip. So, foot in position. I'm engaging my glute. Like I'm trying to drive my pocket forward. I've been hemmed up on that couch, not getting a lot of activity. It doesn't take a large range of motion to get into the stretch. If you need to set up a box, you can put your hand down. If you need to set your crutches down for support, that's fine. I'll actually demonstrate that. Boom, now I have support. It actually feels way better. I should have been doing this. Engaging my glute, getting that stretch from about my waistline down my quad. Nice little hip opener. Now I'm going to trade sides. A little more compromise on this side. I'm non-weight bearing, so I can't drive my foot to the ground to get that traction. More the reason to use this crutch. Foot out there, engaging my glute, driving my pocket forward, and I'm in the stretch. You might not even notice that I moved a lot. Just the intention, glute engagement, pocket forward, I'm in there. .10% intensity. I might be at 15 or 20 right now because I'm pretty tight. But I'm not trying to aggressively stretch this out by any means. I'm feeling it from here to here. Nice. Okay, do one more stretch. I've been doing this a lot. This 90 position. So like let's say your knees are bent out in front of you. Just shift your weight over. Boom. Adjust this to where it's comfortable. I'm going to move this back a little bit. I have more range of motion like this. Or a better range, I guess. I'm not bringing my chest forward. I'm keeping my chest up so my back stays straight. And as I bring my chest forward, I can start to feel a stretch about right here near my piriformis and my glute. But I need to get a little more. So I'm using my back leg, my back knee to drive into the ground to give me some leverage. And I'm also driving this knee into the ground. It may help for you to maybe visualize your knee going this way. And I'm engaged. A way you can do contractions here is as you lean forward, chest up, you hit that stretch. Bring your knees together like you're squeezing the mat underneath you, and that might drive you back. Come into the stretch. Engage, contract, driving back. That was plenty. Switching sides. Maybe you want to see it from this side. Chest forward. My chest is over my knees. If you're not getting anything, you can play with the with the angle that you're at. Just avoid rounding your back and hunching over. You want your lower back straight. Boom. I'm driving this knee into the ground, driving this knee. I'm creating some leverage here. I'm engaged. Boom. Engaging, coming forward, stretch, intensity increasing, contract, driving back. Hey, the song ended, my timer's about to end. Perfect. Even if you're not down in Achilles, or you're not down with one of your wheels down, and you're looking for a place to start, this might be a good place to start. Accessible movements, really simple practice. Try it out, let me know what you think.